Heidi ho, good neighbors, how are you? It's Phil Russert, and this is Creatorcon Q&A. Sorry we're a little late, we had some technical difficulties, but everything works out in the end. We have a cool guest tonight. He's a freelance artist that we're going to discuss things with, show his art, talk about his projects, talk about commissions, talk about everything he's doing. Before we get into that, of course, first I'd ask everybody to please share this out. We'd like to get as much exposure for our guests as possible. Everybody's working hard and trying to make a living, so let's share this out. Also, I want to just do my sponsor read. So it's Craven's Comics. Craven's Comic Books and Collectibles buys, sells, and trades a wide variety of various collectibles, including comic books, trading cards, action figures, and much more. They have a weekly live show that airs every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they have their Facebook show. It's facebook.com/Craven's Comics. The live show features tons of high-end comic books, including slabs, key issues, signed books, stackers, and many other sought-after issues. Additionally, they offer CGC submission services, comic book cleaning, pressing and restoration, supplies, and much more. Also, if you're looking to sell your comics or collectibles, whether it is a single issue or a whole collection, they have you covered. They can help you sell piece by piece via consignment, or they can help you buy your collection outright from you in cash. The choice is yours. Make sure to check out their website as well at www.cravenscomics.com. That's Kravens comics.com. Craven's Comics, for the comics you crave. He's also opening his LCS, I think June 3rd or July 3rd. It's one of those. I'm sorry. Go to Craven's Comics or Jesse Shelkett Jr.'s page and you can find out. Also, just want to say hi to Andy and thank you to Andy Lee. He's the awesome dude that does all my promotional graphics. Without him, I don't know what I would do. I certainly wouldn't look professional at all. Andy is www.lesdudis.com, LESDUDIS.com. Andy does convention reviews. He does collectible reviews. He does foodie reviews. You want to know where to eat when you're at a certain convention? Andy has that info for you. Stay skinny. I don't know how he does it. I look at food and I gain 20 pounds, but it is what it is. Anyway. So again, share this out. Let's get some people in the room. Sorry we had to cancel last night. It was not Chris, it was me. Unfortunately, some family things came up, but I'm glad to have him on tonight. So tonight we have our guest. He's a talented freelance artist and indie artist, and he's got quite a bit going on the internet. I mean, everything from Flickr and DeviantArt, and he's also Inkwell Awards, the Comic Art Gallery. We're going to show you all that. We're going to go over his art. We're going to talk with him, get a little bit of history and, what got him into art. So without further ado, Artist Chris Zarichanzky. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. You?
Man, I'm sorry. It's been rough for you. First, I had to cancel yesterday, and then the sound went out, and then
yeah.
You've been a good sport, so I appreciate it. So how's everything going for you?
Oh, good. I'm trying to take care of my dad, and I'm doing good with my art. Cool. My dad broke his arm the other day.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Yeah. But I'm here to take care of him, so.
So you're going to draw on his cast?
He has a sling.
Oh, well, draw on the sling. What the hell? Be different. Which, by the way, I should just show everybody. Chris has graciously donated and sent this to me, and I will ship it out to a winner. His art, that's Iron Man, and of course in Submariner. Now I call him Submariner. Some people say Submariner. That sounds really weird to me, but and we also have trading cards. So what I was going to do, if it's cool with Chris, is the best question will win the 9x12. Is it not? No, actually, I think it's 8.5 by 11. But the best question will win this art, and the second best question will win the trading cards. Is that cool with you?
That's good.
All right, we'll do that. So the first thing I want to say is start arming yourselves with questions and let's throw them out there and you can win some free art. It's really awesome of Chris to do that. So tell us a little about yourself, what your background is and what got you into art.
I've always been drawing comic books since I was a little kid. I've always loved the superheroes. And when I got a little bit older, I got into sports art and Native American art because I'm part Cherokee on my grandmother's side. She's a Graham, and that's where the Indians resides, sort of.
That's cool.
But, yeah.
Did you do a lot of research into your history, or just stories from your grandmother? Or
It's just compulsive. I see pictures that I see of Native Americans that I think that are important. I just copy them and I make them my own way.
very cool, very cool. And we have some art that we're going to show of that. How do you think your art style has evolved from when you were younger to now?
My drawings have gotten better, and my paintings have gotten better, but not as fast as I want to. I'm mostly self-taught. So
Very cool. And what is your favorite medium? Like, do you like to paint more? Or do you like to do pencil with inks? Or
I like watercolors.
okay, cool. Yeah, my daughter uses watercolors, and the house is a mess. But
but lately, I've been doing markers and drawings to improve. And I draw from. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I draw from real life, and that's what makes my art my best, because I draw reality, superheroes in the most realistic way that I can, and people like that more than just like copying off of someone else's style, you know.
Right. Now, my wife is a self-taught artist, and she struggles with drawing from her mind. You know, she needs a reference constantly.
Mm-hmm.
She does not trace, but she has to see a picture to recreate it. And when she recreates it, she does an amazing job of it. But she feels like, you know, she feels frustrated. She wants to be able to draw from her mind. How did you start being able to do that? Or are you still using reference solely?
Solely reference, but I copy poses out of books, out of comic books. And I have, since I was 18, a big, huge notebook full of sketches of drawings of punches, running, kicking, all other kind of poses.
What do you think is the hardest thing to draw?
Clothing.
Yeah? Is it because of the texturing of it, or like the wrinkles in the fabric?
The wrinkles.
Yeah. Andrew Frey is here. What's going on? Question for Chris. You mentioned preferring watercolor and now markers. How do you feel about the migration to the new digital format and using things like Procreate to reproduce what you are used to using?
Do
you do any digital? Do you?
Yeah, I did a little bit. There's artist in Westmoreland County Community College. He does Photoshop classes, and he does artwork and photos, and it's Photoshop level 1. I'm going to be taking that class, I think, and then I'm going to be continuing on with them, I hope.
Very cool. Now, how does that feel, though? Because obviously it's different texture. I mean, you still have to know how to draw to do digital, but you can just automatically shift the line if you have to, so you can have a little more confidence when you draw digitally. And, of course, it's different application because, you know, no matter how you touch the screen, you're going to do what you need to do. But when you're applying traditional, you know, there's dark pencil, there's applying more, you know, texture, less pressure, thin lines, thick lines, you know?
Yeah.
So when you've tried digital, was it a big adjustment for you because of that?
I find it was difficult. It's difficult doing Photoshop, drawing, like doing a drawing on Photoshop. And because when you scan the lines, you don't get like the black line art you see in superhero comics. In paintings, you have to make your own. So, you know, I find it difficult, Photoshop, yeah.
Well, I mean, I know for one thing, digital is a lot quicker, and a lot of guys, when they're doing sequentials, they have deadlines and things like that.
Yeah.
They may do digital. Some people still like to do traditional, but they'll ink digitally, and they can make correction. And once they throw it over to digital and do the ink, they can make corrections and edits even after it's inked. So that's pretty cool. Modern technology.
Yeah. I like it, though. I do. I hope to do some more of it on the computer that this teacher teaches me. I would like to go to take my art samples to Shell Games, because they do concept art for video games in Pittsburgh, and I I find it very interesting, and I like to see what they have to say about my portfolio.
Russell Allen says, "Hey, Bill, it's about time you got a therapist. Chris, don't go easy on him." I get hecklers in here, so and Russell Allen and Steph Wilson and Del Guzman are probably the three in in the lead. So anyway, at this point, what is the one area of your drawing that you really want to focus on right now and you really think you need improvement?
Drawings.
Any specific part of it? Or, hey, Terry?
Just to make it more realistic.
Okay. And what is your favorite thing to draw?
Well, I like copying out of artists like Lee Francis Liu at Marvel. I like his designs, how he does covers, and if I find something that strikes me, I like to copy it and change it up a bit.
Okay. So you put your own touch on it.
Yeah.
Let's what do you want to show first? We got Flickr, we got the Inkwell Awards Comic Art Gallery, we got your eBay, and we've got DeviantArt.
Try Deviant.
All right, we'll start with Deviant. And I will, to get a better look at the art, I'll take our pretty mugs off for a few minutes. But, we'll go through and tell us about it. I mean, do you want me to click on each one, or should we scan as like this? Can you go through? Got Witchblade.
You can scan like that and just go through.
Spider-Woman, X-Men, very cool. Oh, with the Dark Avengers, that's cool.
Thank you.
I think that's like the last time I liked the comics. Onslaught, oh, that's cool. Actually, Heroes Reborn and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, Vampire.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. Conan.
Yeah, I get a lot of
Wolverine.
views.
So, I mean, tell me. Go ahead.
I get a lot of views on eBay, but I don't get many bids, But I'm glad to just show it on eBay to get my art out there.
Absolutely. Any of these your favorite piece, or anything that really stands out for you that you're proud of?
I like the Sue Storm, the Fantastic Four one, of the blonde girl.
This one here, Jessica Alba version. Very cool. You've got a little bit of an abstract feel to it, too. It's pretty cool. There's American Indian, like you said, Native American. And Spider-Man, black costume. And what character is that behind him? Is that...
That's Spider-Woman.
Girl, the one in the black, right?
Yeah.
She was with... what was that group? Had oh my god! Whoops! Let me go back. Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the page. This is your sequential work.
Yeah, I tried it. I'm not that great at it, but I've been meaning to do a lot more of it and put it on Deviant.
Very cool. Yeah, definitely do that. Let me get you back to the main. No, not there. Why is it doing this? So, Terry says she loves your Spideys. Just to let everybody know, Chris is giving away free art to the best question. And then we have trading cards of Spawn he'll give away for the second best question. So ask away, guys. This one looks pretty cool. Very cool. I like the old blue and gray Batman, to be honest with you.
Yes,
like Neil
I
Adams.
do. Me too.
Yeah. Neil Adams version, everything. It's awesome. Is that Talia al Ghul, or what is that?
I think it maybe.
That's pretty cool.
I never read the book. I just like the image. So
okay. Where do you want to go next? Flickr or the art gallery?
Flickr
or
would be
eBay?
good.
Okay. So you were saying you like drawing rock bands and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. The Beatles. You got that
Beatles.
Witchblade. And Punisher.
Yeah.
Electra, Iron Man. You draw. Wow, this one came out really good.
Thank you.
Is he one of your favorites to draw, or?
Yeah.
By the way, these are the 2 cards that he's giving away to second best question. So hang on, just to show everybody, you can win those if you ask the second best question. So Terry asked, what was your first drawing?
My first drawing? How do you mean?
What was the first thing you ever drew? That you really did a full drawing of?
I remember my mom and dad bought me this monster kit, and it drew like super beings with muscles, and I would draw crayon on it, and that's how I would learn anatomy.
Very cool. Yeah, the Stones. Are those some of your favorite bands as well, or are you just drawing what? Nice. All right, so who's better, the Beatles or the Stones?
I like the Rolling Stones better.
Yeah. The Beatles. What about Led Zeppelin? You like Led Zeppelin?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's the big question, though. Do you like Rush?
No, I'm not crazy about Rush.
Oh, no, Christopher.
They're okay to listen to on the radio, but I'm just not really into them.
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
So what else do we have here? Blade, Punisher, and these like the movie versions, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Green Lantern. Is that Wolverine? Oh, that's the Mark Silvestri Wolverine. Very cool.
Yeah. I
Very
like
cool.
him.
Red Sonja and Conan.
Yep.
Fantastic Four. Excellent. So tell us a little, narrate a little bit while we're doing this. The Crow, that's really cool. That's a nice one.
I did that on Halloween last year.
That's cool. You should show James Obar. Very cool. Who's this?
That's Halle Berry from Storm. From
Oh,
X-Men.
yeah. Okay. Cool. On there, that looks like the Will Spatasio X-Men. Very cool. Very cool. Vampirella.
That was published online by the Diamond Previews.
Oh, yeah?
Be Fanatic. That was one of my first pieces that got published.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you said you got into sports art, so here you go with
Right.
this. Terry wants to know, what's the drawing that you want to do and have not done yet?
I don't know. I just do it compulsively, whatever I like, just I like the image founders,
Yeah.
and if I see something I like, I just copy it,
That's cool. I should send you a scan of. I should send you the a scan of the original art from Will Spatasio's cover for my book. You could draw that. Cool. Punisher and. Oh,
yeah, I really
that
like him.
this one?
Yeah, that's I sold that for Three Rivers Comic Con. I did the original was the Punisher versus Daredevil, and I changed it so I no copyright problems,
Yeah, unfortunately. And this Prince. What's his name?
Prince Henry, I think.
I don't remember their names, but I don't remember their names because I don't follow royalty.
Meghan Markle and Prince Henry, I think. Yeah.
That's it. Not Henry. It's something else. But either way, the only royalty we follow around here, Russ, is Steph Wilson, right? What is your stance on NFTs? We had talked about digital before you came in. Russ, I like a traditional art and think the concept is ridiculous. I'm actually with you there, Russ. It's a cash grab, and I think they're faking and inflating prices to make you think it's worthwhile. But anyway, Glenn's here. Hey, Glenn. So I don't know if you know what NFTs are, but if you don't, I can tell you, and then you can formulate a thought on the fly. Do you know what they are?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't know what NFT is. Never heard of it before.
Basically, digital art, they go through a bunch of chains so that you can't steal the art, so it becomes an original piece by itself. And they're trying to push this instead of original drawing. It makes sense. It's silly, but what would you think of that, Chris?
I don't know. I don't want to get sued either way. Yeah, I can understand why they want to copyright certain images, and you can't use them again. But I'd like to try to make prints.
Well, what they're saying is like when an art. Well, yeah, when the artist does digital drawing, so people can't take it off the internet or steal it or whatever. They're trying to say it's like Russell says, it's the Bitcoin of the art world.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you hear me? Are you still there?
He does. Is there a delay, Chris?
A little bit. I think it's my computer.
Why? Jesus criminy.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
It's the connection went in and out for some reason.
It's raining.
Yeah, Bayport always does this. So where were we? Okay, so the two sports figures. Who are these two athletes?
Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, Terry was asking, and she wants to know, and she wanted to ask you what your favorite thing is to draw.
I like to draw a Spider-Man.
Cool. Black costume, red costume, iron spider costume.
I like the black costume because it's easier to draw and paint.
Nice. Andrew, I love NFTs. The majority of the information that is out there right now is very tilted from media coverage. Creators deserve to financially benefit from their creatives. NFTs, when properly set up, I think is the best answer for the industry. I mean, look, I get it. If you're strictly a digital artist, it's an outlet to get. That is so. Something's going wrong. StreamYard's acting really weird.
It's raining. Had a big storm coming.
Yeah, it did start lightning and everything. We got the Hulk. Is that?
Yeah, that's Doctor Who.
Frank.
That's Doctor Who. Can you hear me? Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell. This is the worst I've ever had it here. This is ridiculous.
It's a rainstorm.
I don't know, Chris. It must be your magnetic personality. Okay, so we got the Hulk. Is this Frankenstein's monster?
Yeah, it is. I did something with the scanner and it came out that way, so I loved it. So
Horses look really cool.
Can't hear you.
All right, I'm going to knock out, and I'm going to come back in and see if we can fix this.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened, but all right.
Brainstorm, I guess.
I switched to the hard line to see if it worked in the other port. All right, so I'm back, people. Sorry about that. It's been one of those nights. All right. Steve said, Chris, I love your art and your hair is super groovy too. No mutiny, nice. Russell Allen, so Chris, what is your long-term goal in art? Do you feel comfortable with where you're at, or do you strive to try new mediums and push your limits?
Try new mediums and push my limits.
Cool. So tell us about this piece with the horses. The horses came out great.
Yeah, I saw Southwestern Art magazine, and I copied the horses, and I added a face of an Indian, and that's what you got.
Very cool. Nice background. And what group is this? It looks like Flea.
Yeah, that's Flea. The singer of Green Day, Billy Joe, I think his name is, and that's Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. And that was a piece I donated for Rock for Kids.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Smallville. Who's this?
That's Jack White from the White Stripes.
Oh, okay. Another American Indian piece. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you seem to excel at those. More football. Another American Indian piece. Very cool. I like that you're diversifying. You're trying to do different genres and different styles. Very good. More American Indian. Native American. I don't know what's the right thing to say anymore. Oh, I like this. The silhouette.
Native American.
Okay. The silhouette with the sun. That's really cool. That's a famous picture. These two are famous pictures. Very cool. Wow, nice work.
Thank you.
And you want to do Inkwell next?
Yeah.
All right. So
the three at the bottom got published in the Inkwell Awards sketchbook, donation drive sketchbook.
Oh, cool. We'll look at them in a second. Yeah, that's very cool. So how many pieces of art have been published?
Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 in the previews magazine, and I think 5 in previews, and I did some sketch cards for Island Dreams.
What's Island Dreams?
Well, it's a sketch card company that does work for charity. They sell their cards and they sell them on eBay. I haven't done it in a while, so I haven't spoken with them.
And Steve said you should print up those the Native American pics if you haven't already. Very nice.
Thank you.
So these are cool sketch cards you haven't done in a while. Oh, Dazzler, look at that. Very cool. Phoenix, one of my favorites. American Indian. Void from...
That's Turok, the Indian.
Oh, it's Turok.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And this is Void from Wildcats, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, we'll go back. These are penciled. Superman and Thor. All right, so who wins, Superman or Thor?
Superman. He's cooler.
What's this going on? A woman's choking another woman.
That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I still love that show.
I love it too.
Very cool. You should do a Boondock Saints. Have you ever seen that?
I might have.
Yeah, you should check that out. Norman Reedus, who plays in Walking Dead, and the other guy who played Powder. What the hell's his name? I forget. He was also in Suicide Kings. But it's a good movie, and you could draw the two of them. It look really good.
Yeah, my brother said he's a karate master in Tung Soo Do, and he's in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He was talking to me about maybe setting up a booth at some shows in the future, and I was like maybe thinking about doing sports art and movie stars.
Have you ever done a convention before?
Oh yeah, Steel City Con and Pittsburgh Comic Con.
Do you have a favorite convention?
Well, Pittsburgh Comic Con doesn't do it anymore. Three Rivers Comic Con taken over, but I did a few shows. I like doing those shows. I really like doing the Steel City Con when I was able to. I just don't have as much funds as I did a couple of years ago. Simple as that. I can't do shows right now because I don't have enough money.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to invest and get the table.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Really nice. Is that Perseus or Conan?
Conan.
Conan. And Creature. Cool. Terry said, how did you get into comic art? I'm sorry. I know we discussed that, but she came in a little late. If you wouldn't mind just telling her.
I've been in it since I was a little kid. I've loved the art, and I've always tried to copy it.
What do we got here? And Terry was saying that your art is very diverse. Russell, Boondock Saints is legit awesome. I think Chris would do a phenomenal piece of the brothers laying coins over criminals' eyes. Since they're vigilantes, the term criminal is subjective, thus their air quotes, don't lynch me. Yeah, actually, that's true. I agree with you, Russell. Very cool. I like the way you rendered the monster. That came out really cool. Really nice. So you seem to like Conan a lot, and you like creatures and horror and things like that, or?
Yeah, I like sci-fi. I like Frank Frazetta art a lot.
Oh yeah, well, you can't go wrong with that. Did you ever watch Fire and Ice?
Yeah, some of it.
Oh, you got to watch all of that. Fire and Ice is awesome, and the ending is just awesome. And Dark Wolf is a hell of a character. So very cool, Captain America. This is the Marvel Trinity, as opposed to Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. So very cool. And then we have the Doctor Who, and we have this. Superman, Supergirl. Very cool.
Thank you.
Now, do you like to ink your own stuff, or do you prefer just doing pencils?
I'm not great at it, but I still do it because I know I need to work on it.
What do you find the most difficult about inking?
Where all the thin and thick lines go.
I mean, people don't realize there's a lot to it. There's the line weights, there's cross hatching, there's gradients, there's, just knowing the light source and shading. You did a great job here, though. This is awesome. And this is a painting?
Thank you. I used Johnny Cash as the reference.
Oh, cool. And what medium is this? Looks like painted.
Acrylic, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it. Awesome.
Thank you.
That's really cool. You did a great job on the face and the rendering.
Yeah, I'd love to get a job with a publisher or a small publisher, just to get my name out there, you know.
Yeah, you were also saying you wanted to be able to connect with someone and collaborate.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that, or?
Yeah, I have a sketchbook I've kept since I was 18 years old. I'm 42 now. If there's anybody out there, any artists that would like to share their sketches, I would love to see them, because I like to make a sketchbook out of mine, out of all my running, posing, kicking, punching, all that you see in comics. You know, it makes it a lot easier to do commissions.
Cool. So if anybody's interested, reach out. Chris is on Facebook. Russell Allen, Frazetta is one of my favorite artists. I love his Vampirella art. The oil paintings always inspire me. There's so much of a story to tell in his work. It's true. It's true. Russell is true. You make sense. Terry, you haven't watched Fire and Ice? Holy God. All right, Terry. I know you have a lot going on, but I also know that you're getting rest and things. You need to go get Fire and Ice and get it on Blu-ray for like $10. It's animated. It is awesome. Go check it out. That's all I'm saying. Terry, you used to draw the Sunday comics. Very cool. Terry said, you seem to be doing a lot of charity work. I wanted to thank you. Your drawing's unbelievably good. Johnny Cash is hot. Artists seem to be doing sketchbooks lately. It's a good way to get their art out there and get people interested in, collection. So let me ask you, Terry brought up sketchbooks and stuff. Now, if someone commissioned art from you, how do you feel about, do you get their permission if you wanted to put that art that they commissioned in a sketchbook? Do you think you shouldn't? Do you think you have the right to just do it? Or what do you think?
I would change it up a bit. I wouldn't want to get sued.
Well, you couldn't. I mean, if you drew it,
yeah.
They may not be happy, but it's really just a matter of preference. Because I know some artists, they think it's no big deal. Look, you commissioned me, but I'm going to use it however I see fit now because I drew it. But my theory is you sold the art, and it was my commission. So you should ask me if you can do that, because I won't commission somebody if they're going to use that art in a sketchbook, because the whole point is I'm paying top dollar to have the only one. Otherwise I'll just go buy a print. So I'm not really for that, and that's a topic anybody wants to bring up in the chat. Let's talk about it. Charles, great artist himself, he says, I love your artwork, especially the Cash reference. I mean, look at the Batman he drew. He's an awesome artist. He's got a book coming out soon. We should all support it. Fantastic Four. Very cool. Who's your favorite of these to draw?
I like the Thing.
Yeah, he's tough, though. He's tough to draw. So, awesome. You want to go over to the eBay?
Yeah.
So you got some eBay sales going on. Everything we've looked at right now. You have them to buy it now. So this is a print. So you made prints of these? A lot of these are prints, and
right.
Some are originals, right?
Some are originals, some are prints.
Very cool. Sexy Vampirella. Is there any other kind? She's always drawn that way. I've seen some really raunchy ones, too. Oh, we didn't see this one. It's cool. Is it Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Captain America. Oh, let's see this one. That's pretty cool. That one came out nice.
Thank you.
Very cool. Just $5. So you got affordable art. Why didn't you go back? Come on. You can do it. There you go. Very cool. The Woman. Chief. Steelers. That looks pretty real. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. I did it in Photoshop. I added a little bit.
We have some more cards. Is that Colossus?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightcrawler and Colossus are my favorites. Wolverine and Jean Grey, or Marvel. Oh, Goblin Queen, Archangel, Lady Deathstrike, Colossus, Wolverine, the love triangle, which is now the Menage a Trois. Wolverine. Man, I hate comics today. They have really screwed our characters. I agree, Phil, to a point. I think it's okay for an artist to use the art in a portfolio. A portfolio, absolutely. Not to sell that art again, no. So on the original art, I agree it should be used by the artist without permission as long as they agree upon. Yeah, no, we agree 100% because a portfolio is fine. If you did the work and you want to put it in a portfolio, do that. I highly recommend everybody do that because you did the work. You should use it as commercial reference. That your resume. But using it as your resume is different than selling it to everybody else. And I paid top dollar so everybody else can get a print for $10, $15. That I'm not cool with. But I agree. If the buyer is not bothered by it, then cool, do it. I just am. This might be my favorite piece from you. I like this a lot. The pose is great. The lines, the detail, the action in it is very dynamic. I like it. So if anybody's interested, you've got really affordable art here on eBay for Chris. Again, I want to show you the two pieces of art. So this here is for the best question tonight. I'm going to give away to the lucky winner, Submariner versus Iron Man. And then the second best question, the runner-up, will get these two trading cards. Spawn. Very cool. Oh, there's a glare. Sorry. We'll do that. Then we'll do... Wow. It's tough when it's in reverse. It's coming out blurry. But anyway, so you get the gist. All the Vampirellas will be mine, Russell Allen said. Terry said we have similar tastes, her and I. Well, then you have great taste. What's this now? There's a lot of artists that cut deals for creators paying out of pocket to help them get their dream off the ground. I think in that case it would be okay for the artist to recoup costs. Again, if they ask permission or they make it clear before the commission, there's nothing wrong with it. Two consenting adults, that's cool. I had it done to me once where I got an original piece of art. I spent money on it, and next thing you know, I wound up in a sketchbook, and it was not ever mentioned to me. When I brought it up to the artist, they were like, "Wow, what's the big deal?" And I just, because think about it. If I commission somebody for a cover, I pay for the commission, but I didn't buy the original art unless I spend extra, right? Once I buy the original art, I have all rights to the art. I have all rights to everything. So if I commission from you, I'm buying the actual piece of art. I have all rights. Just because you drew it doesn't mean you have rights anymore. If I made a hamburger at Wendy's and I sold it to somebody, I don't have a right to that hamburger anymore. I sold it. It's gone. So that's just how I see it. But anyway, that's a good topic for debate one day on a show. Anyway, so what are your plans now? First of all, you open for commissions?
Yeah.
And what's the best way to reach you for commissions?
Probably Facebook.
All right, cool. So they can DM you. And do you do like 11 by 17s, 9 by 12s?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And our next guest is going to be late. How late is late? Anyway, sorry about that. So, what are your plans, or what are your goals, or what are you looking to do going forward?
I like to make my own book. I find it hard to do because it's about aliens, and I'm afraid of aliens.
Yeah, do you have difficulty drawing them, or
no? It's just that I think they're real, and I just
so it spook you out to draw.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what about a different type of book?
I'll think about it.
Okay. If you were to do your own book, would you write it, or would you get a writer to do it and you would just draw it?
It's too hard to get a writer. They want their creative, whatever it is that they want to do, and I want to do what I want to do, and it's too competitive. So I want to do it all myself. I want to go to a writers club that's in Greensburg, and start learning from there, and maybe take some classes at my local college, community college, where they have fiction writing.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I can recommend some good books to you too, for writing and understanding comics and sequential art and everything. Definitely good reads, and they teach you a lot, and they really get you comfortable in what you're going to do. And I think that's cool. Russell wanted to ask, Chris, is comics your only hobby, or do you like to read, watch anime, movies? What's your favorite movie?
I would like The Crow, and I like Superman.
Two great movies. One of my favorite quotes of all time is in The Crow. Mother is God on the lips of children. Going back a little bit, Steve, if I didn't commission it, if I just bought an original piece they already had, then that's their right to do what they want, because I saw the piece and I liked it. But if I go to them and I have a special request, draw this specifically, then I don't think they should do it. But if I walked up and I saw an original piece of fan art that they did, say a Nightcrawler, yeah, they have the right to make prints and do whatever they want, because they didn't commission it specifically for me. I came and saw what they had and liked it. I think there's a difference there. Will Playton's here, another great artist. Hey, Will, what's going on? Speaking of Vampirella, so close. I have to talk to you later, Will. I've got a commission request possibly in the Bernie Wrightson style, just like you did. Anyway, so anything you want to say to everybody, and just before we go, and plug yourself or anything you want to just let us know.
Not really. I like I said, I have a sketchbook that I would like to share with people. I like to put it on the internet. It has running, kicking, punching, with guns. I mean, it's my portfolio, and if any artist out there has anything similar that they want to show that they copy from comic books to make your commissions and your pinups easier on you, I would love to see it, and maybe we could share.
Very cool. All right, and what's your Facebook again, so everybody can find you?
Chris Zarichanzky.
And his name is right there. Don't forget the I, even though it's pronounced Zarchansky. You got the I in the name. And scrolling below.
You know what? Well, let me try something. I'm not sure, but Facebook. Yeah, it's my name. That I was just kind of confused a little bit because I have Z Marcus Z123 as my Facebook also. So it's Chris Zarichanzky.
Cool. And as you see scrolling below, www.comicartfans.com. You go, just type in Chris Zarchansky, and you'll get to his art. www.flickr.com, photos, Chris Zarchansky, and you can check out what he's got going there as well. And if you go to eBay, just type in Chris Zarchansky, and you have a lot of eBay auctions to buy art. So there's plenty of places to buy his art, plenty of places, and they're all affordable. And if you want to DM or reach out to Chris for commissions, he said he's welcome to accept them on Facebook. Just direct message him, and you can talk. Chris, thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate you being on, man. Thank you for donating the art. That was really kind of you. I will pick, or you can pick. It's up to you. It's your art. Who the best questions were, the top 2 questions. And I'll wind up sending out that art.
All right.
And Charles says, thanks for being on, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you.
So that was Chris Zarichanzky. Awesome dude. Really talented artist. Please support. We always want to support indie artists. And he's got plenty of places to buy his original art, or you can commission him outright. Terry said, bye, Chris. Steve said, thanks, Chris. We have another guest coming up. Long story short, poor Chris was supposed to be on last night. I had an issue, so I couldn't do the show. So we pushed it to tonight. 10 o'clock, I'm supposed to have Spex Thompson on, but Spex Thompson says he's running late by about 10 minutes. So I just wanted to take this opportunity real quick. Normally I don't, but I don't bother guests. At the end of guest sets, I do this. So being that Spex is going to be late, I'll do it now. My Kickstarter tragedy is running right now. It has gone cold. In 24 hours, we haven't had a pledge. And I have to be honest, I'm really surprised people are not grabbing the Will Spatasio cover more, or the Ian Churchill cover. These are big names in the industry. I know they're not indie guys, but they're mainstream big people, big names. And I'm just going to tell you now, even though Tragedy isn't a huge book, Will Spatasio does not do variants even from Marvel to DC. He doesn't do them. You don't see Will Spatasio variants. This is a guy who co-founded Image Comics, created Bishop from the X-Men, amazing run, a legendary run on the X-Men, on X-Factor, and he drew for X-Force. He's just one of the best artists in the industry, hell of a nice guy. So, I mean, if you're a collector or an investor, it's a no-brainer to get the book. And you don't even have to crack the book open because you get the PDF with every tier. So you get the PDF with every tier. That means you can read the PDF, never open the book. It can maintain its 9.8. Maybe you could get more. And you could CGC that bad boy, and you'll have one of only 75 made in the world. That's just truth. Is it me marketing? Yes, but it's still true. There's only 75 made. And if you get one, you get it. You don't have to crack it open. You CGC it, and you've got a rare Will Spatasio cover. Just his name alone will give it value. And if Tragedy blows up, and at some point it becomes popular, you'll have it. So you might regret not getting on the ground floor with that. And I'm serious about that. Same with Ian Churchill. He doesn't do a variance really. This is a guy who drew X-Men, and he drew the Cable series all through the 90s, and his cover is just gorgeous. And then we got Chen, who's done Wolverine and Iron Man and everything, and Valiant stuff, and Batman Beyond, and so many other things. And he's an amazing artist. It might be the best background artist in the industry. Him and Ricardo Silva, I think. Not to mention, Larry Stroman's cover is coming. We got it late. It was being colored and taken care of. It's a mid-tier. It's a mid-campaign add-on. If you already pledged for the Legend tier where you get all the books, the Larry one is included. You don't have to buy it extra. If you got the other three, if you read the writing on the tier, Larry's included already. We're also adding another cover from a really great up-and-coming artist. You're going to get to know him soon, Chris Graves. The cover he did is fantastic. Just wait until you see that. Russ Cassidy's coloring it. And we have shot glasses. I have a shot glass set because we got to celebrate that I funded in less than 3 days. But I do want to make this clear to everybody. To those who have supported, thank you so much. To those who wish they could support but don't have the money, I understand. Thank you for everything else you're doing. To those who plan on pledging, please just pledge. Don't wait, and I'll tell you why. If you wait till the end, this is just the truth. People follow the trends of what's going on. It's really weird. If people pledge and there's consistent flow, people jump on. The reason why I would like to earn more money is not to go buy something fun. It's not to go purchase art for fun or a new statue. I funded the first book myself, and through the kindness of others, it didn't cost me as much as a book would normally cost because of friends that I have, etc. And I'm thankful to them. They're very kind people. But the next book costs money, and I have to fund that because Kickstarter is just going to cover printing. If you think about it, I have $6,000 right now, almost $6,300. I think we're $3 short of $6,300. We have a lot of backers, which it's great that they've backed the book itself, because that means they want to read it. And a lot of indie books don't sell because they want to be read. It's because they want to be slabbed and just hung up on a wall or covers. So that's important to me, that you want to read it. That makes me feel great. And thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. So on that end, it's great that you're not buying, people aren't going nuts on the variant covers. But on the monetary end of me trying to make, money to fund the next book, it would be great if people could start buying some more of the variant covers. A lot of covers have sold. Obviously we didn't fund in less than 3 days if they didn't, but I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't gone more. I understand there's paydays, like Friday is a payday for people, or people wait till the end, or they just don't have the money. I get it. And I'm not trying to pressure anybody into pledging. But if you do want the book, I really think that you have the best of both worlds here. You're going to get a great story to read, whether it's just a PDF or it's the hard copy. But these variants are from major artists in the industry, great artists in the industry. We have, Keith Williams and Adelso Corona and Ace Continuado on there. We have great indies like Chris Madd, whose cover is phenomenal. Will Playton, who painted a cover. Mato Zapata, Robert Powers, Mike Mez Phillips. His cover is fantastic, too. Shelby Robertson, he worked for Image Comics with Rob Liefeld. He's got his own thing going on right now, and he's a phenomenal artist. As a matter of fact, Shelby did that right there. Look at that Apocalypse and the Archangel and the Angel. That's Shelby. So he can get, he has a variant cover, Sean Chen, Larry Stroman's coming, Chris Graves is coming. We have Will Spatasio and Ian Churchill. No indie book has ever had Will Spatasio. Well, I can't say that. I think he's one or two, but usually in the Philippines. Really, guys, come on. Get on board. And I offered this. Anybody who gets an LCS or a comic dealer to buy the retailer pledge, I will reward with a comped cover of their choice. If that retailer comes in, buys the retailer pledge, and they tell me so-and-so told me about it, so-and-so reach out to me, you're going to get comped a cover. We also have art tiers. Ricardo Silva, who drew the book, and he's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. For $60, you'll get a head sketch penciled or a bust penciled for $60 on a 9x12. You can't beat that price. You are not getting a $60. Congrats, future so-and-so. I don't get it. Andy. You tell me where you're going to find a $60 9x12 head sketch or bust at this point. You're not. And that top quality. $60. And you get the PDF to the book. So you still get to read the book. And you get the art that you commission. And it could be anything of your choice, just not a creator-owned IP. It's if it's fan art like Marvel, DC kind of stuff, that's great, but it can't be your own character for legal reasons. I'm sorry. And we have 4 artists doing that: Chris Graves, Mato Zapata, Henry Martinez, who drew Blaze, Spirits of Vengeance, Mantra, and New Exiles in the 90s for Malibu and Marvel. Phenomenal artist. And of course, we have Ricardo Silva. Russell Allen, thank you, by the way. You were my first pledge, Russell Allen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How'd you get that short link, Russell? I didn't know how to do a short link. You rock. So seriously, I'm not greedy. I just want to be able to cover the printing and everything, and then the next book, just to fund the next book, and then the next Kickstarter will cover the printing on the next book. That's all. So if you could please share it out, tell everybody, tell your local retailers. And you want to know the truth? I don't check you. If you're not a retailer, but you wanted to buy that pledge, go for it. Now, I know the price tag looks heavy, but I'm telling you, you get 35 books for that price. And they're books that you could turn around and retail for a high value. Will Spatasio's name sells. He's a variant book. I know Tragedy's not a big name yet, but you're going to have a very rare Will Spatasio cover. I'm serious about that. Same with Ian Churchill. Same with, Sean Chen, Larry Stroman. You don't see them doing a lot of variant covers. They don't. And they're big names. They're legends in the industry. We've got the art tiers. Also, I have one more thing. Ricardo Silva, who's the artist on the book, and if you haven't seen his work, it's phenomenal. I put a post up. Everyone who pledges, and I lowered the amount of money, everyone who pledges $100 or more, that doesn't include shipping though, I'm sorry, but $100 or more, is automatically entered into a contest to win a full body penciled with background 11 by 17 by Ricardo Silva. I can even show you. I can show you. Hang on. This will be great. I want to show you Ricardo's art, because you pledge $100, you're going to get a lot of great art from me. For my campaign, and then you're going to be entered to possibly win this 11 by 17. If Facebook didn't freeze on me. What is going on today? For the love of all that is holy. No, I didn't do that. Come on. All right, so hang on. I'll show you. I promise I show you. If it stops freezing. Come on. We're almost there, guys. It is slow. So I'm serious. Please share this out. If we have a lot of backers, which is fantastic. Thank you so much to all of you. But let's get this to 200 backers, and then we unlock a lot of stuff. We've already unlocked 4, 6, 7 prints. I mean, I started my stretch goals earlier because I wanted you all to be rewarded for your support. You have 7 free pieces of art already with this. And we also have, just for $5 each, the original covers of the 4 quote-unquote legends in the industry. We have those covers on comic size print for $5. And you can put those with, probably be easier if we did it this way. You can put those, frame it right next to the actual cover you buy. We have the trade dress, and we have the Virgin set. So, I mean, if you love art, this is an art lover's. No, that's not Ricardo. There's a lot of Ricardo Silvas, apparently. Here we go. All right, so I'm trying to get a really good one to show you guys. Come on. How many Ricardo Silvas are there? There are too many. Let's try that one. Okay. I want to make sure I get the right one. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm going to try Instagram. So you got art on this. You got original art options. You've got all the variants. I mean, there's 18 variant covers. 18. And not to try to throw guilt or anything like that, but honestly, if I can fund the next book, I'm employing artists and letterers and colorists and cover artists. Mm-hmm. You're helping support artists. Mm-hmm. If you by supporting the creators, you're supporting the artists, and that's just facts. No matter what you say, that's just facts. So let's do that. And finally, I want to show you some art here. Okay, here we go. So this is what you can get if you pledge 100 or more. This is what you can win on 11 by 17 as far as art. I mean, I know it's a little small, but look at that. This is the kind of art you're going to get, and these are the backgrounds you're going to get. You're going to get a brilliant piece of art. A brilliant piece of art. Look at this. You could get it for free. So please check it out, and please support, and please go pledge. But meanwhile, our next guest is here. And let me get his set up. All right. So tonight we have a creator. He has his own Kickstarter going on right now. And he's doing great. He's got 8 days to go. But of course, like me, the more money you make, the more you can invest back in the book for the next issue, etc. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Spex Thompson. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, how you doing, man?
You driving?
Yeah, man, just getting out of work, man. This coworker called off on me, and then, had me running late.
Well, all the more reason you got to support him. He's working hard.
Yeah, that's
How's everything with you?
That's pretty good, man.
Cool. So, thanks for being on. Tell us a little about yourself, and before we get into your project, give us a little background on you, what you do, and how you got started.
Okay. First of all, my name is Curtis Spex Thompson. I'm the creator of the Legacy of the View. But by myself, I'm in the music industry and I'm a DJ. I'm a writer and creator. I also do art as well, but I haven't done no art on my own projects. I'm not confident enough to do that yet. But other than that, I'm a dad. I'm a fiance, getting ready to get married soon. I got 2 baby girls.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And other than that, and that's basically all about me. But my book is Legacy of the View. It's I'll say it's a superhero, genre book, but I kind of want to lean out of that, but still keep that same element. But it's about a high school teenager named Chaz Johnson. He's a sophomore in high school. He's just like a typical high school kid. He likes making dance videos, playing video games, hanging out with his friends, and he's the school's one of the top baseball players at the school. But he has a secret that nobody knows about. He's been dubbed by the community as the superhero named The View, and he has a power of creation. And with that power, he's able to stop the villains of my world called the Howl, which want to use the human race as a power supply through their adrenochrome, which is chemical your body makes through fear. So they use fear and torture to get the toxin from the blood from the people to get stronger, so they can make a human go in peak ability by taking over their body. So they can go from like a regular, I guess, athlete to the size of the Hulk, depending on how much power they store up. And,
that sounds really interesting. Where did you come up with it? What inspired this?
Just pulling from a lot of different things, but the character-wise, it was something I came up with in high school, and he was really supposed to be an X-Men character. I had him based off of Gambit and Forge at the time.
Okay, so, I like Forge. He's underused.
Yes. He was one of my favorite characters back in the day, but now you vaguely see him.
Yeah.
He had a good little story run in the recent X-Men, but that's about it. But that's where the power of creation came from, because Forge can, he can make anything, and Gambit, which is cool, so I just, blended the two. But recently, he's based off of Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles and Kyle Rayner from Green Lantern.
Ooh, 2 great characters, and I have friends that love them. I'll let them know about this.
Yeah. One thing about Chaz, though, I don't mean to cut you off. He's a reluctant hero. He doesn't want to be a superhero, so he tries to avoid that as much as he can because he just want to be a regular kid,
So, if you want, we can show the Kickstarter and we can put the trailer on.
Sure, you can do that.
Do you not want to, or?
Yeah, you can show them the Kickstarter. I think I said the video already, but they can watch it.
Okay. Let me put that on. Because people who don't know about it, we can, so.
What's up, y'all? This is Spex Thompson, the creator of Legacy of the View, and this is my Kickstarter for issue 3 of my comic book series. Hopefully by the end of this video, I can get y'all as a backer to help me out boost my dream up to get these books, these characters, and these stories acted on a little bit in y'all hands so y'all can follow up with them the same way I have. So let's go. The Legacy of the View stars a high school sophomore named Chaz Johnson, who's an intern at his uncle's recording studio as a musical engineer. I chose to make him a musical engineer because I'm in the music industry as a DJ, and I want to incorporate aspects of my life inside a comic book series. So I chose to make him a musical engineer
so that he can meet the different artists that I place inside my comic book world, as well, so I can use different lingo that's used inside the studio, as well as different terms and techniques that's used as well. So the readers who's not familiar with the studio life or the aspects of the studio or the recording process can learn about it inside the Legacy of the View. So enough about that. So basically, Chaz became the View by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He got stuck between the crossfire between the Howl and the Sonic, which are the two villain groups in the story. And he got his powers by unknown circumstances from that crossfire that will be explained his origin story later on. But right there in the picture, you can see how he uses his mask, his shirt that he's wearing. He put it around his head, tied up, and he got a mask right there, ready to go at any time. So yeah, y'all seen some panels, y'all seen some pages, y'all seen how Chaz transforms into the View, just right there. But I forgot something. I forgot to tell you about his powers. That main thing about him. So, with the powers of the View is the powers of creation. With the powers of creation, he's able to spawn items out of thin air that typically last 1 minute. But first, he has to know about them items. He can't just make items out of nothing that he don't know about. If you try to make a car, he gotta know how that motor works. Without that motor, the car won't work. But he makes a baseball bat. He's a baseball player. He knows the ins and outs of that baseball bat. So he used that baseball bat to whoop people's butts. And you can see that in pretty much all my issues, he used that baseball bat and he goes to town. And that's one thing about him. He knows his items to use them beforehand. Because if he didn't, it won't work. They'd be too flimsy, too soft, and just be terrible. But Chaz is a smart guy, and he knows better. All right, this Kickstarter right here is $1,300 to help my project, my dream come true. But it's $1,300 I'm gonna use to pay my staff, everybody who helped me create this book, money they need to better their lives. Because it's all about coming together. We all eat. And as well, my printer. So I get these books in y'all hands so y'all can enjoy and fall in love with characters, like I said, same way I do. And then, the View is not my only characters. I got plenty more characters ready to go. I need this Kickstarter right here for $1,300 to work. So I can have other characters coming alive too and make this whole world I created come together. So y'all fall in love and just be the next Marvel, DC, or Image, or Dark Horse, anything like that come true. This is my world, my Jordan universe, and I'm trying to get y'all to know about the View, my comic books, $1,300. I need from y'all to help me out, get my dream to come true. So right now, if y'all don't mind, y'all go to the bottom of this page. This is back this project, a little tab right there. You click that, pick one of the rewards over here in this corner right here. It's right there. And help me out so I can just put in y'all hands. And y'all enjoy, y'all fall in love. Like, man, that dude who did his one take shot camera thing, he knew his name. Yeah, I knew what I'm talking about. I knew already did. So y'all go over there real quick, pick a reward, pick a good one now. One y'all gonna really like, pick a good one. You see that? Boom, do that for me. Cool, appreciate it. Thanks for backing my project. Spex Thompson, the creator of Legacy of the View, and this is for Kickstarter for issue 3 of my project. Thanks again.
So you've had 2 successful issues before this. Congratulations. This is 3. We're going to go through your Kickstarter with you, but before we do, I had a couple of questions from the audience. Russell Allen had asked, as a DJ, what is your go-to song to get everyone pumped? Can you hear me, Specs? Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hear me? Yeah.
So Russell was asking, as a DJ, what is your song that you go to get everyone pumped?
It depends on the crowd, but I say something just catchy. Just for the question's sake, I say a nice little joint song would do perfect. Get everybody alive, because everybody likes his voice. When they hear that, what? Okay, turn out for what? Yeah, everybody loves that.
Russell also said, have you ever thought about creating a soundtrack to use as a stretch goal for your project? Because he's seen a few creators doing that, and it's pretty cool.
I have thought about doing that. I was gonna do it at like every story arc, and which my book every 5 issues with a story arc. So I guess for my trades, I plan on doing that. Because in my book I incorporate different artists in my book as well. So I want to showcase them in the book as well, their music at the same time. So that'll be something that I'll probably do for my trade issues.
Can you tell us about the artists? Give us a little background on them and where we can find them and everything. Hey, Aaron Best, what's going on?
Yes. The first issue, it has 2 artists in it. It has TK Kravitz. He's a recording artist. He's signed to I believe Epic Records. I believe.
Cool.
I could be wrong, but he's from my hometown. We actually from the same neighborhood, but he's younger than me, so we wasn't really the same in the same circle. But I asked him, oh, what's up, man? I asked him for a favor, and he let me use his likeness in my book. And another artist is called Jacquees. He signed to Cash Money, which is Lil Wayne's label. And he has a couple hit songs out there. And I asked a favor from a friend to get in touch with him for me. And he let me use his likeness in my comic book as well.
Very cool.
Their song together, which is in my book, is it's called Ocean. So you want to hear both of them at the same time, you can look up a song called Ocean. Then the second issue has 2 artists, which are local artists from the city I live in. And there was called Young Skywalker, as well as Von B. Oh, it's 3. Von B and Kobe the Shooter. And they're also local artists, and you can look them up on YouTube or Apple Music, anywhere. I actually have a music video that I produced with Kobe the Shooter and Von B. It's called, you can type in DJ Specs Eat, like eat some food.
Okay.
And you can see the music video as well. That's in all music streams as well.
Make sure you're looking at the road.
Yep.
Don't crash on us.
Yeah. Some crazy music. Okay. Dubstep. Yeah, I mean, that's why I started. I started at the house music and stuff like that, but I eventually moved towards rap and hip hop. But now I like doing the top 40 music, but I can DJ just about anything.
Very cool. So let's show again. Let's get to the art and show the book. This is the cover to issue 3. And how do you pronounce the last name?
I believe it's Shito, like Shitu.
Shitu.
Yes. It's my artist Yusuf. He's Nigerian. So
Good work. Nice work.
Yeah. So it's probably an accent somewhere that I'm missing, but that's the way I pronounce it.
Very cool. Looks like there's a lot of action going on in this.
Yeah, it's I kind of keep a good blend of dialogue and little slice of life type stuff in there, as well as physical combat. This
is really cool. I like this.
And that's a page from the 3rd issue. And that's the first encounter between the View and the villain. It's called the pilot of the story arc.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, would you say this is for teens and above, or would you say it's adults only, or?
Well, I try to keep it as if they're watching a Marvel movie or a DC movie, as well if they watch the basic popular anime shows. I kind of kept some of the violence in there and the language, mild. But I think on Amazon I rated it like 13 and up, so somewhere like that. It's not too gory, but it's something they'll see on TV anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that you put panels with dialogue in, because I know some Kickstarters, they just show the art, but people want to know that you can write too. They want to know that the book is a good read.
Yeah.
So very cool on that. And he did a great job on the art.
Yeah, we've been together for like 2-3 years now. Our styles grew with each other, he was just typical, Western comics. But he's seen that I enjoy anime, so he's been trying to blend the two together.
I was going to say, he did a nice job of that, absolutely. As a matter of fact, Steve Garcia says really solid art. Russell says the art is phenomenal. Terry says you're extremely talented. Well, he's the writer, Terry. He has an artist doing the book for him. And she asked, what do you dream of having drawn for a cover?
What's your what's my ideal cover to be drawn? Is that the question?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know because I got three. Well, all three covers is being basically comic swipes, kind of. The first issue was a swipe of a Gamut issue. The second was from Venom, and the third is from Wolverine. We just put our own spin to it. But my trades will be like album covers that I will remake. So.
And this here is your letter and editor as well, right? And this is Derek Lonzo Star Allen.
Yes, he has his own comic book series or a comic book company as well called Concrete Comics. They've been doing pretty good well themselves.
Very cool. And just real quick, again, that's the artist from Nigeria, Yusuf Shatu, I guess.
Yeah.
If you say shit too, it sounds a little different, so we'll say Shatu.
It could be Shatu. We never know.
Yeah, that's true. So you got some tier lists, and you write down each pledge for backers, just a donation. You get the book. Are you offering all three books if people want to catch up? Yes, you are.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So listen, guys. I mean, I didn't know about this project, and I think it looks really good. We can catch up and get the tier on the first three books. So on all three of the books that are out. Now, is this going to be a mini series? Do you have this as an ongoing? I mean, do you have this plotted out to where you know how it's going to end, or?
Yes, it's how I got it planned out. The story takes place 1 year since he's been a superhero. So, or since he had his powers, I would say. So it starts, sophomore year, it happens his freshman year. So right now I got 25 issues not planned, but written down, ready to be drawn. I got plans for 100. I got it all in outline form.
Nice.
But my end goal is to get enough money or get picked up by a company so I can get the first year of his life animated, because I feel like that would be a better story told as animation than in a written form.
Very cool. And that would be a great concept to do the prequel of it, basically, the setup. Russell said, do you have any other IPs you've done prior to this, or is this your first project?
This is my first completed project.
And are you going to fan out to other property, like other ideas you've had, and do other books, or are you going to focus on this for the time being?
Well, I have two spinoffs. I have one called Boots, the girl with the metal shoes. It's in a manga format. It's a spinoff of this. It's one of his classmates, and it's gonna be more like cyberpunk, ninja, like voodoo type of book. But she's she made a cameo in the second issue, but her debut was in the third issue. But later on, it's going to spin off into her own series. But that first chapter of that book is already done. I just haven't put it out or announced it yet. So basically, all the interviews I've been doing, I've been saying it, but nobody has seen it yet. So I'm just trying to figure out how to put it out, because a manga chapters are a different market.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how I can make my best profit out of it,
Well, I will say manga is starting to cross over and vice versa. People are starting to really appreciate manga because Western comics kind of suck these days.
Yeah.
So from a writer to a writer, I want to ask you this. Knowing that you've written ahead and you have all these plans, does it drive you nuts, like wanting to get it all out there and you're excited for people to read it and see it, but obviously you have to be patient because each issue has to be made and each issue has to put out? I mean, I've written 16 issues and I can't wait for everybody to read them, but it's like, all right, chill out. You got to, one issue at a time.
Yes, I want it to be put out because I don't want to be like in my 10 years from now in my 40s you know, getting ready to put out issue 8, you know,
Yeah.
because but I see the problem was taking me so long is not because, you know, the money or anything like that. It's just having a 9-to-5 job, and you know he has a job as well.
Yep.
And looking at how, since I've been in the comic book industry, I'll say, and doing research, I see how DC, Marvel, Image works, and they have huge teams doing these books. That's why they can push out books every 2 weeks to a month.
Right.
And we're a team of 3 as of right now. So like, it's gonna take me a time, but I'm trying to push them to do a book every 2 months. The manga artist, he's great. He's been very hands-on. But it took him like almost 6 months to do one chapter. But
wow.
But he was very involved. Well, it's different things that happened with him that happened like that, but he's very involved. Like he's seen different elements in the story that I didn't see. But
right.
It's just that time frame. Like I had other spinoffs, and seeing how long this is taking, I might decide to, instead of making that comic books, turn that into a novel. I believe I can push out a novel faster than I could a comic.
Right. Could you, I mean, unless you're devoted to them doing every issue, could you get a few artists, you know, working on like book 1, 2, and 3, or you want to stay consistent with the artist throughout?
Definitely with the manga, I'm thinking about doing that. But with the View, I'm not sure, because I don't want people to do like they do in Western comics, you know, when an artist changes, they be like, oh, this comic's crap, you know. I don't want that to happen.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't like, it would benefit me more to have 2 people working at the same time, but at the same time, I don't want people to, you know, see it drop. Because I was reading man, I don't know, the X-Men comic book that Magic is on. I can't think of her series.
The New Mutants?
New Mutants, yeah. That artist switches up like every single issue. Like, it just looks crazy. So it really took me out of their book. Like,
right.
So like I don't want that to happen in my book.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it really is. You know, a lot of people too think about doing the like, if you have spin-off character stories, like I'm doing this, you have your regular book, and then you do a 4 to 8 page short story at the end. That over 5 issues becomes one issue, one story of whatever spin-off character.
Yeah, I think Batman is doing that right now.
Oh, is he? Yeah, I don't read at this point, but
well, I mean, I started getting into it because of the Future State, but they were putting little, like, I don't know, like 4 pages, 6 pages in the back of like let's say what Red Hood is doing.
Right.
You get to read a Batman book and to get some Red Hood, or for sure I know it's Grifter. Grifter's been in the Batman books as of late.
See, I think that's cool, you know, because you get a little extra story content, and then you can collect it all in one volume, and then and then you can do a trade. I think it opens up a lot of options. So go ahead.
So let's say I'm doing that with the View, right? And I got my manga, you know, that I don't know how to put out and make profit. So would I put it in the back of the View, then sell the trade version if people like her? Is that the?
You could do that, yeah. Put it as break it up into 4 to 6 or 8 page stories at the end of the book of the View, maybe Legacy of the View. Mm-hmm. And if it gets well received and there's interest, you could collect it in one issue. And then what you could do is when you get to issue 5 of Legacy of the View, you could do a trade of 6 issues, including that one backstory issue.
Okay.
You know, that's a possibility. I mean, I'm not, something for you to think about and research. I don't want you to certainly just jump in because I said something, but it might work. You know, it might be good. It might be good.
Well, no, I mean, I want to use it for my manga, but I've been doing. I really like the villains. Like the View is gonna be mostly heavily influenced by the villains, you know, and I've been doing this issue, the first issue, I got what the villain's doing. The not the one that's on the cover, but the overarching villain of the story. I have what he's doing, so I might make his own book later on, because it just, if you if you're not paying attention, it looks misplaced, but it's really not. It's just like if you're watching a sitcom, you know, it'd be like,
Right.
what's going on over here? Yeah.
And it looks like, did you get some pledges here while during the show? It looks, you might have.
I had 59 before.
Oh, okay.
Or I mean, this before I went to work, I had 59, so I might have. I don't know. I can't see what I'm seeing at now.
Oh, yeah, you have 59 backers. It was 1966. For some reason, I thought it was like 1800 something when we started, but
Okay.
it looks good. The art looks great. The fact that you can get the prior 2 issues, your tiers are nicely priced. They're not breaking anybody's wallet. You're offering a lot of stuff. You got some swag in there. You got some T-shirts and print mini posters and you give a lot to people, and I think it looks awesome. Did you want me to play the videos below as far as the stretch goals, or you just want to talk about the stretch goals?
Before I met my goal, I had backer goals, which I didn't promote on the Kickstarter itself. But if you're a backer, you saw me in the updates. And I gave away, I think, 2 bookmarks, a postcard, some stickers, and giving away some stuff to another creator who does YouTube reviews, Comic Chat Authority. And there's some of their stuff in my backer goals as well. But now my stretch goals, I actually hit my first one last night of $2,000. Like, I have people that PayPal me money, so I count that as part of my goal. And I hit 2,000, so I have a new goal I'm gonna give out, but haven't quite decided what I'm gonna give out for that first stretch goal, because the stretch goal I didn't think about it actually happening. But
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, so I might give out something. I'm thinking about giving out this poster of the I have it on my website. It's just an image, but it has a police file of Chaz, and I might make that. I might make that as a blowed up so people can have it, as a mini poster or something.
Very cool. Very cool. So, where is it? Russell put the link in the chat. Russell, can you put it in again? So that way, if anybody sees the show, it's easier to. Oh wait, I might be able to. So he put it in the chat. If you could, somebody could drop it in again on the bottom, just because I'd like it to be one of the last posts, so it's easy for people to see and find. For them to back. You're doing fantastic, but like people don't realize is this covers shipping and printing, and because shipping is included in that goal price. People don't know that. Yeah. The shipping is added in there, so there's a couple $100 coming out just on shipping. Russell, thank you so much. And then you've got your printing, right? And then you've got your taxes, and then you've got your Kickstarter fees. So, you're not like walking away rich. You get enough just to print the book and hopefully get to the next one. So that's why people have to understand. Just because he's funded doesn't mean he's comfortable. You got to help out as much money as he can make, so that you can continue to get issues. Whether it's the manga issue or number 4 of Legacy of the View. If you really like the story, you have to support, you have to back, you have to pledge, and you have to share it out and let everybody know.
Yep.
So, maybe it's premature to ask this, but do you have a plan on when you want the next book, when you plan on launching issue 4?
Really, as soon as that money hit, I'm finna give it to Yusef and says, go, So hopefully I can get it done by August, maybe September. He said he hired I think he hired a team to help him do some of the work. So maybe we can spit it out faster. But the money's there now, so we can do a lot more. So hopefully I can get it out by then, so I can do a trade and do more with the trade and work on issue 5, because 5 through 9 should be the origin story of the like a brief origin story of the View. So I want to go ahead and jump in that, because people keep asking me, where's the origin? Where's the origin? So I want to get.
That's good. That's good. When you're right to have them wanting to know more, then you're doing something right. Now, when you write your script, are you very loose with it when you give it to Yusef, or are you very tight? Like, I want this panel to look like this. I want this panel to look like that.
I'm very tight, because I come from doing film, music videos. So like the video treatments that I'm used to doing. I do that the same way with the outline. So I'm saying, hey, this camera looking up from the ground and you can see their feet, this and the third. So sometimes I miss something and he like, well, as an artist I can do that, but if I'm reading it look confusing. In issue 3 he asked me that because as you know, the View uses his shirt for a mask. But he said, well, if he's battle damaged, what happens when he goes back, to being charged when his shirt be messed up? And I'd be like, yeah, but he had a jacket on. Remember, he can have a jacket on and cover up his messed up shirt.
Well, it's little things like that do matter because you have to have consistency.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like Yusef with the drawings, are you in your script? Do you give him the dialogue to make him aware of having to fit dialogue bubbles? Make sure the art gives enough room.
I did that for issue 1 and 2. I did not do that for this issue because
he knows at this point.
No, because issue 1. Well, Lonzo hasn't been my letterer the entire time. Issue 1, we had a different letterer in it, and I did all that, but it was bad. It wasn't bad, but like maybe you can tell, but like somebody who not like read comic books every day, they wouldn't tell. But it was some hangups there. I guess a placement and some stuff like that. So I did the same method for issue 2, but I hired Lonzo to help me out, and it came out way better. Like it's a great transition. So this time I just told Yusef what's going on, and he drew it. So now I'm gonna see how will be the best method, because right now I seen the black and white, so it looks like it can fit. But he knows the direction of conversation. I would say that what's going on.
Yeah, lettering, it's one of those things where if it's done right, you don't notice. But if it's done wrong, you notice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Alfred said if Specs would have it, he'd like to donate some art to help promote his book as an incentive. There's an artist. He's in Facebook jail right now. He goes by Alfred Pennyworth on Facebook. He's offering to donate art to help promote your book. So his real name is Brett Sherman or Sherman.
Oh, he wants to draw something to help me?
Yeah, he just wants to donate the art. He might be offering, like, if people pledge, they get, celebrity headshot or something. I don't know, but if you go to Alfred Pennyworth, like Batman's butler, on DM, you could talk to him if it's something you're interested in. He'd like to donate art. So
yeah, sure, we can do that. We can do a push for I got 8 more days left. Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. So as a writer, though, have you ever come upon a stumbling block, like, where do I go with this character, or how do I explain this, or like really got log jammed somewhere? And if so, how do you work out of that?
Well, not really. My problem now is that I wrote, these 25 issues in 2018, and now it's 2021. So when I'm going
to go back and check,
I'm going back doing the outlines, I'm like, my writing has gotten better, or I know, like, I can add more stuff. Like, for instance, this storyline was 5 issues, like I said previously, but it has went down to 4 because I blended 2 issues together, because my writing was like every 3 pages, that's 1 issue. But writing, that's a lot of words, but as they put it on in like visual format, it's not. So I had to add more stuff. So, or just going back to reading some stuff I wrote, and I'm like, where I was going with this, Or just being so far ahead now in expanding my universe, some of the things that I talked about, I can scratch and add more stuff. Like,
right.
Like I had a thing about a bully, in the next coming issues, like 5 and 6, his origin story. That bully now was supposed to be like a major thing, but now that bully's gonna be minor, but he's still gonna be a point in the story, but he's so minor now. But it's so many bigger things that happen in year 1. So.
Now, Has this story evolved drastically from your original thoughts and ideas as you kept going? Because I know when I write, I have an idea in my head, but then all of a sudden something just comes out when I write and it works better and it fits better, and I kind of, it evolves the story a bit.
Well, I already have retcon issues that I'm just gonna let happen. But other than that, it's just so much. Like, I just got so much. Like, I can't talk about certain things in these issues until like I have another spinoff, with his mentor. Before people start reading that, like I can't like say what power he got, because you'll already know it's a spoiler. Also, the year one, I can't talk about too much stuff in these issues before year one, because it was spoil year one, because it has a lot of reveals in year one. So year one's more of a suspense type story, because it's a lot of secret identities and a lot of things happening and like going on. But I don't know if I'm gonna let the reader know and not let the characters know what's going on, or how I'm gonna do it. But it's a lot of reveals that happen in year one that affects the current issues. So like when year one comes out, you go back and be like, oh, that's why they were saying this in the first comics, because what happened in the first year.
Now, do you worry about, because we can't do monthly issues, people forget what happened in the prior issue if it's 3 months away when you're doing your writing? Do you think of maybe doing the old Marvel way where they put the little yellow box with a note saying check out issue whatever for stuff like that?
Well, I already had an issue because like I put the first book out in 2019, the second one came out last year, and third one this year. So I'm trying to speed up because I have lost traction. Like I was like posting on Instagram around between the first and second issue and getting like 100 likes, like 200 likes. Like people was loving it.
Well, Instagram has also changed their algorithm, just so you know. They made it harder. You get a lot less.
Yeah, and like now it's like barely being seen, and like, and it's not. I don't know what happened. It just dramatically dropped like within like a day. Like it just like it was weird. But I'm thinking about doing little webtoons to fill in the blanks so people won't forget. But because I wanted to really showcase how reluctant Chaz is to being a superhero. So I want him to do more slice of life type stuff, like hang out with his friends, and people see that he really don't care about being a superhero. Like it's just that point of the issue. So yeah.
Writing these characters, is there a little bit of you in any of them?
I say with Chaz, besides being like his name started with a C and my name started with a C, and he's doing music, and that's about it. But like I was asked that question in a previous interview, like he's a reluctant hero, but like I was a hero, I'd be like booster gold, like I'll be trying to like make profit out of it, like t-shirts and toys, I'll be trying to do the most. So like yeah, why not,
Do you have any friends or family members, or even your fiance that has inspired some of the characters, or no one's really? It's all just fresh from your head.
I mean, kind of, sort of, like I can say like I am in the story, but like real people do pop up. It just like haven't got that far yet. Like probably one guy that I know, he has a pawn shop in my city, and I gave him a pawn shop in the first issue. But I want to have real people pop up besides the artists to make it more relatable and more like real, I guess I say, instead of like fantasy. So people, oh yeah, this person they got the shop in Augusta, that's where I'm from, or that's a guy who owns this meat shop in Atlanta. Just certain little things that people can see.
Now you said if you were a superhero you'd do it for the money, things like that, and obviously we're all just struggling to make money with our books. Would you put ads in your books if you could?
I thought about that during the first issue, but as of now, I'm not going to do it. It won't make sense. Like, I can't I have to be like pushing out like 1,000 issues, you know, a month for me to even give somebody a quote. You know, like I got so many readers doing this. Maybe if I was on Webtoons and getting so many views, but I can't see any profit in doing it right now.
I had some people that approached me and wanted to actually be an ad in my book. I mean, they were willing to pay me to be an ad in my book, and I didn't even launch yet. But I've been told by a lot of people, and I actually agree with this. It kind of turns a lot of people off in the indie scene. I mean, that's the whole point of the indie scene is you're not the corporate man, you know,
Yeah.
and they want content. They don't want to see somebody else's promotional ad. So I said no. I went without it too.
But I do have in issue 3, it's a graffiti on the wall of one of my friends. He's the one who introduced me to yourself. I have his comic book character graffiti on the wall. I got stuff like that, you know, I'm gonna incorporate just to,
cool.
You know, but other than that, you know, I don't see me doing it unless, you know, I become Robert Kirkman in the next 2 months.
Right?
Yeah.
It's different when you become then everybody will come no matter what, but I agree.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you said that you got 8 days left. It's at $1,966. You got 59 backers, which is nice. Now, would you follow up with an Indiegogo, or are you just going to stick with Kickstarter?
Well, I was planning on doing that, but next month, Father's Day is another Kickstarter that drops, and I have a feature story in anthology of that Kickstarter. So I'm just gonna just run with that because it has 4 of my characters in it. It has the Boots character. It has the firefighter character from another spinoff, as well as Chaz's friend in there. So it has my characters in there. So I'm just gonna promote that so it can bring light on 2 of my books at the same time, as well as the anthology.
Yeah, well, that leads to my next question. It was going to be, what do you have coming up? So do you want to tell us a little more about that anthology and when to look for it and things like that? Or
yeah, it's called The Continuum. The Herix, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Hero with IX at the end of it. Is the Kickstarter drops, I believe, Father's Day.
cool.
It's made by the comic book Advocate. They got some creators together to make this anthology.
Okay.
They put out one beforehand. I think it was just a mix of like poetry and other kind of literature. But this one, I think, is focused on hero comics, and that's why I guess I came in the picture. You know, I submitted. They enjoyed it, and now I'm in it.
Cool. So, guys, you can look for that around Father's Day. Keep an eye out. Follow Specs on Facebook and Instagram if you want. Oh, you know what? Let me take this off. So, if you want, you just tell us where we can find you, and then we'll give you your one last pitch about the Kickstarter, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right, you can right now you can go to Kickstarter. You know, Legacy to View. Type in Legacy to View.
Russell just put that again. Russell just put the link in. Thank you, Russell.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 things that pop up. You want the one that says Legacy to View 1, 2, 3. That's my current one, and there's some deals right there on that one. But if you listen to this later on, or you just don't want to do the Kickstarter, you can go to legacytoview.com, and I will have all 3 issues on there, physical and digital, as well as already some merchandise on there too, like posters and t-shirts, and some little Easter eggs from my books as well in some of the tabs. You gotta explore, you'll find some more stuff. But if you just wanted to follow the journey, you can type in Legacy to View on Facebook or Instagram and hit the follow button, and you can follow along as it grows.
Cool. And tell us one last time, why do we want to pledge on this book? Tell us, what makes your book something we want to invest in?
I mean, if you're a fan of comic books, anime, manga, little comedy, slice of life stuff, music, any kind of music, not just rap or hip hop, you'll enjoy this book because it's something that for everybody. Even though you might not like rap, you might like the action in it. It's very different. I say because he got power curation, so you won't see a sword every battle. You might see a bat. You may see some hooks. You may see a chair. Wherever he spawns, because he's just a regular teenager, And it's nice stories where it's very developed and it's a lot of twists. You really won't see what's coming. I did a pretty good job of keeping everything hidden as I'm writing.
Cool. So look, everybody, Spex Thompson, it's Legacy of the View. He's got issue 3 is the newest Kickstarter, but it also includes issues 1 and 2 if you want. Go to the website, www.legacyoftheview.com, and follow on Instagram and Facebook. Let's up this number so Spex can really get that artist to hire a team and move faster.
Yeah.
And let's show the love and support. It really looks like a good book. I'm going to check it out, and I hope you all do too. Get some pledges for him. So, Spex, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you, getting out of work and getting on the show. And after Father's Day, you want to come back on and promote something else? Give me a buzz.
I will do, man. Thanks for having me.
God bless and be well, my friend.
You too.
All right. So Spex Thompson, again, it's Legacy of the View. Issues 1 through 3 are on the Kickstarter now. Of course, we had our first guest, Chris Zarichanzky, great artist, and you can get all of his stuff. And again, here are some of the places you can go. Okay, for Chris, I want to remind you, while we're all talking about Kickstarters, Robert Powers has his Penguino's Revenge. It's a 200-page anthropomorphic tale of a samurai penguin. It's got a lot of action. It's got violence. It's not for children. It's like Invincible type action and violence, and it's graphic, but it's not over the top, but it's fun. And I also laughed out loud a few times. It's funny. He's a snarky penguin with an attitude. Robert funded in 5 days, and I'm so happy for him. I'm really happy for him. But like everybody else, if you could keep pledging and keep supporting, and just to show you right here, he put his heart and soul into this, and he's a really talented artist. He did all the work himself. So please go out and pledge and support, share out, do whatever you can to support him. That would be greatly appreciated. And of course, my tragedy, I have 16 issues written. I would love for this to keep going and everybody to see this come to life. I really think that I put everything I have into this. I really think I wrote a good story. I really think you'll like it. I know I'm probably preaching to the people that have already pledged, but if you guys can please help me get to a new audience, share it out. Thanks, Russell, for putting that in there. Let everybody know about Penguino's Revenge. Let everybody know about Tragedy. But, Russ, I need you to do me a favor, Russell. Give me Martha's link right now because I want to put it up. She's $50 away, and we want to get her funded. I'm just going to show it real quick, her Kickstarter, because we want to get her some love. $50. So if you could throw her link in here, Russell, that'd be great. And if you haven't pledged on Tragedy, please do. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Between great art, it's a beautiful looking book. I also think it's well written. And it has an ending that makes you go, oh shit, and want to know what happens. It's really good. Maybe I'm biased, I'm the writer, but everyone who's reviewed it, 15 people have read it. 15 people have read, of those 15, I think 4 or 5 have read up to 13 issues. And they tell me that I'm doing a stellar job, that it's really good. It's an engaging book. It's fun. When they read it, the script, they can see it in their head like they're watching a Netflix show. So seriously, please, guys, please do that. It would be great to be able to fund the next book for sure. All right, let me see if I could find Martha's. What's her last name, Russell? Let me see if I can find it. Martha in comics. Because I want to show this. I want to back her. She's a very nice person. She's so close. It is an oh shit book, Terry. There's a lot of oh shit moments in each issue. I'm not kidding. I'm being very serious about that. That's not a sales pitch. It's an oh shit. There are moments where you go, oh crap. She funded. Yes. Well, just look. All right. Why is this? Here we go. This is a great book. for you to read with your children. There's Plushy Dragons she sells in the tiers, which, you know, I got for the kids. 72 backers. With 3 days to go, she's only 25 over. You never know if someone backs out, so let's back this, people. Let's get her a little cushion, a little, you know, a little safe space, a little room. You know, let's try to get her up to 1,500 at least or something like that, okay? I'm so happy she funded. So check this out, Tales of the Seed Seekers, Finding Balance. I'm sorry, I forget her last name, but it's Martha. Her first name is Martha. It's right here. Go check it out. Go check out Penguino's Revenge. Real quick, I'm going to show you that while we're here as well, because Rob is a great guy. Maura, his wife, is a wonderful person, and they busted their cojones and everything else to Penguinos to get this done. And I'm so happy that they funded. He was worried. I was worried. So let's get this going. I mean, just real quick, I'm going to show his Kickstarter because it is so well worth it. I'm not kidding. He's got an $8,000 goal. He's at 9,318, 94 backers. He's still going. Unfortunately, I am not. People have stopped backing, so hopefully they'll start again. He's doing fantastic. I'm so happy for him. His wife, he gets hardcover options and soft cover. I'm telling you, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of humor. It is funny as hell. I'm very serious about this. It's well worth it. Mike Ratliff, who's an awesome dude, great artist, has a variant. There's another variant from, I forgot his name, Uncle something, I'm sorry. There's a Robert Powers, two variants. Just awesome stuff. This is the one I pledged for, hardcover with Maura. His wife did this cover. I really like it. I've read the whole entire book on PDF. I didn't have to pledge. I want the book. It's a good book. I really wanted it. It's fun. This here right here kind of tells you. It's just, it's laugh out loud funny. Great cast of characters. Merryweather is my favorite character. He's a cockfighter. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. You can get 2 shot glasses. There's this special book. They got T-shirts. They got swag up the rear end. They got hoodies designed by Maura. She's an amazing designer. Stickers, T-shirts, prints, 12 by 18 prints, by the way. They got soft cover versions. They got the hard cover versions. That's Rob Powers. That's Maura, his wife. AZ Volt never shows his face. Bad Ankle Bill. That's his name. My apologies, sir. Michael Ratliff. Water Hain. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. He's already unlocked. Oh, by the way, we're cross-promoting. He, with 30 backers, unlocked for everybody the tragedy side of the poster. I have the Penguino side of the poster for 30 backers, which is opened up. If you pledge the hard copy of the book on both our campaigns, you will get both halves to this print. And it makes a nice larger size print that Robert drew, colored, inked, everything. They've unlocked the first stretch goal, which is a Penguino sticker. You got concept sketches is the next stretch goal at 10 grand, which they're close, so let's get them there. Enamel pin for 12 grand, a mini sketchbook for 20 grand. So he's coming with some nice stuff. This is Penguino's Revenge, guys. It's real simple. Hit that button. All right. I'm a backer. There'll be a green button here that says pledge. Hit that pledge. You're $682 away from the next stretch goal, which is the art. So that's awesome. So please don't let the days fool you. They go fast and you don't want to forget and not be able to pledge. So pledge on this. Okay. Penguino's Revenge. And lastly, well, I've got 3 people here still hanging on for dear life. And I'm probably preaching already to the choir that sang for me. Tragedy in comics. Right there pops up. Awesome. Oh, some people pledged. Son of a gun. Hang on, let it load. Okay, so some people pledged. Awesome. Thank you so much. We have 119 backers. 119 of you have invested in me and believe in me, and you have my utmost sincerest thanks and gratitude. We're almost at 6,500. Let's see if we unlock anything. 7,500 unlocks the Becky Fuller print. And then we've got the Mark May print. And then we've got the Ben Jokal print. And then we've got Corey Dwayne Ellison's last name, I think. Oh, yes, Corey Dwayne Ellis. Sorry about that, Corey. His print. This is my half to the print that you can unlock. We unlocked my wife's print. That's my wife. We unlocked the print by Carlos Ramos, Peter Palmiotti, and Chris Sotomayor. And then if we get to 150 backers and we're close, you get this chibi print from Robert Powers, and that thing is awesome looking. And then, of course, you get a print of the logo that his wife, Maura, made up from Robert's original logo at 200 backers. So as much as 200 backers would kill me with fulfillment, let's do it. Let's get there, all right? It's Ricardo, the artist. My colorist, Sigmatori, Jason Meadows, the letterer, Chuck Pinot, editor. There's Robert and Maura. Maura, I cannot thank her enough. She did so much on the page. All these beautiful graphics are Maura. This is all her. She's amazing. Russ Cassidy, awesome man. Thank you to him for everything he's done. He did all the help me with the pledges and the tiers and all that stuff. So thank you for that and all the text. We have, look, the variant covers are $20. It's not a normal size comic. It's going to be 32 pages. So it's a larger size comic, but it's a variant rare cover, you know. And then again, you've got the we've got package deals if you want to do the individual cover, or if you do want to do the trade dress and the Virgin for the legendary guys, which are Sean Chen, Larry Stroman, Ian Churchill, and the great Will Spatasio. You got just the regular cover himself. Everyone comes with a PDF edition, so if you don't want to crack open the book and you want to get it slab, get your 9.8, you can read the PDF and not have to touch the book. This is for both books. On those, $60 is the Ricardo sketch. He's got 4 out of 10 sold or pledged. Henry Martinez, 1 out of 10. Chris Graves has 4 out of 10. And Mato Zapata hasn't had any yet. So these are great artists that you can get art from, original art. A headshot or bust, pencil sketch of the character of your choice. And I just spoke to Chris Graves, and he said for an extra $10, he will ink the piece for you. And he's a great inker, actually. There's the Icon Collection. You get these 3 covers for $65. Normally, they're $25 each, so you get $10 off. Mm-hmm. There's the Virgin and trade sets of the Legends. There's the all 4 of the Legends. That early bird's got to come down. The Legend Hoarder, that's all the Legends. That's both trade dress and Virgin versions of each one of them, so it's 8 books. Mm-hmm. $600 gets you everything. $600 gets you every single book, including the Virgin and trades of the 4 Legends. $600 for all these books, for 19 books. $850 is the retail pledge. You get 35 books. You get 20 copies from the $20 to $25 tier, 10 copies of the $35 tier, which is the Legend books, and 5 of any of the Virgin covers that you want. So you get 35 books. And these are books that can turn around and be resold for a high price. So anybody who gets an LCS to pledge on the retailer pledge, if that retailer pledge gives me a name, says you refer them, and they take the pledge and we fund with them, they didn't withdraw their pledge, you will get comped a book of your choice, a cover of your choice. It doesn't matter which one it is. It's yours. Okay? Also, if you pledge $100 or more, you'll get entered in the contest to win 11x17 full figure pencil with background from the artist on the book, Ricardo Silva, and you could win that if you pledge $100 a product or more. That right there shows you what Ricardo Silva is made of. The dude is phenomenal. Look at that first page. You open this book. This is the first page you get to right here. Let me close this. Right there. That's the first page you get. Look at that. It's insane. That could be a cover. And then and Jason Meadows lettering, and the colors are phenomenal. Look at this panel. It's my wife's favorite. And you can read the dialogue so you can see how I write and if it makes sense to you. I love this is my favorite panel. Look at the theater. Look at the detail in the theater and the way Jason did the melodious notes and the colors. It's sepia because it's a flashback. I put everything into this book. So have they. I have Easter eggs. This is Kevin Stewart's character, independent character. That's John Ottinger's Dweor. And Penguino's in here. Hang on, let me show you. Penguino's right there. And of course, here we have on the screen Mojo Rising by Raj Mahan, Outlaw Studios, Third Empire Publishing. And Nate Odgers, I forgot his name, but he's a giant robot, kind of like a manga character. So really cool. So, and real quick, these are the covers. That's the studio cover. Let me downsize this so that you can see it without the. All right. That's the studio cover that you get if you get just their studio. That's Rob Powers' cover. That's Mato Zapata's cover. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at the colors. Look at the colors, dude. Will Playden. Look at this beautifully painted cover. That's just gorgeous. Henry Martinez, Marvel artist with Keith Williams inker. Phenomenal inker. And colors by Mato Zapata. I mean, this is just a crazy cover. I got vertigo when I first looked at this. It's phenomenal. Chris Mad. I love this cover. Look at the detail in this. Chris Mad knocked this baby out of the park, and so did his daughter, Shauna Mad, on colors. Beautiful. Geraldo Borges, Marvel DC artist, did this homage to Todd McFarlane's cover for Hulk 340. Phenomenal. Ace Continuato with Adelso Corona inks. And again, Sigmund Torrey did the colors on this. He colors the book. You like Hulk 181? Hottest book on the market for the last 2 years. Here we go. All right, nice. Right? Breath of the Dragon. My friend Anthony Ribisi, who's a character in the book. He's my friend of 40 years. And yes, he's that big and he looks like that. Maybe not as muscular as that, but he's strong. Sean Chen with Mato Zapata colors. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Ian Churchill, amazing cover, colored by Sigmund Torrey. Look at this cover. Honestly, this is probably my favorite rendition of how she looks, a drawing of her. It is incredible. Incredible. Ian Churchill is amazing. One of my favorite artists of all time. Will Spertasio, again, a legend. You will not find this cover anywhere else. We have 75, that's it. 75 first prints will be done, and that's it. You will never get it again. And it's a Will Spertasio. He does not do variants. Just telling you that. Same with Ian. 75 only. Same with Sean and same with Larry. This is Jim O'Reilly with Sigmund Torrey colors. That is colorful. Look at that. A lot of people bought this book. It's one of the higher sellers. They love it. I love this cover. Mike Mez Phillips. Just a powerful cover. Just dynamic. Just kick ass. I love it. Shelby Robertson. Colors by Mato Zapata. And the great Steph Wilson. This is the biggest seller, tied for the biggest seller right now. He's doing really well with this book. And then we have the prints. If you for $5 each, these are add-ons. You get the Keith Williams inked cover of Henry Martinez, the Ian Churchill original art that he inked, Sean Chen's original art he inked, Will Spatasio's that he inked, Adelso Corona's inks over Ace Continuato, and Adelso's blowing up big time right now. And that is the Larry Stroman coming soon. Then these are the Virgin covers. There'll be no trade dress. You just get the cover like this. There are testimonials here. You can read these testimonials and they'll tell you how they thought of this issue. And that's my production company. That's my publishing company. So look, I know I'm bombarding you all. I know the few people that are in the room have already pledged, probably, or but please, I want to keep this going. I am grateful for this money. I promise you every dime is turned back into the book and getting you the second book, which I want to start on right away if we can get a Kickstarter in September, but I need the funds to do it. So please tell everybody, let them know. If you get a retailer to buy the retail, I'm not even checking if they're not a retailer, but if you get somebody to buy the retailer tier and they tell me that you referred them, you will get a cover of your choice come to you. Okay. And you can win the free art from Ricardo if you pledge 100 or more. I know money's tight, guys. I know there's a ton of Kickstarters out there. I really feel my book is worth reading. It's not just beautiful looking, it's worth reading. And I really believe in this book, and I think it's going to go places, and you want to be on the ground floor. I'm telling you, because even this is going to have its first printing, and that's it. And the first printing is just going to be a little bit more than what is backed. So, if it gets big, you want to say you have a first print. I mean, imagine you had and I'm not implying I am, but what if I did get big? And like the Ninja Turtles. Imagine you had the Kevin Eastman, the original Turtles book. Nobody thought anything of them in the beginning. They were just a nobody coming out of nowhere. Look at it now. You'd kill to have that book, right? It's not a big investment to have this book. And if it never becomes big, well, you enjoy the story, you enjoy the art, you sell it, you throw it in a 50-cent bin, you do whatever you want with it. You line your cat box with it, whatever you want to do. But I really think you would enjoy this book. That's it. That's my pledge. That's my spiel. You guys are probably sick of me by now. I get it. I appreciate that you all came out tonight, of course, for our show. We will be back on Friday with Harvey Talabao. He is an artist for DC. He's done Marvel. He lives in the Philippines. Really great guy. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. I'm going to show you real quick. My screen behind me, he did the Wonder Woman on this DC Jam. Hang on. He did that Wonder Woman. So he's just a phenomenal artist. Russell, thanks for being my first pledger. Thanks for the support. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks for having me on the show. Terry, thanks for always being supportive. I hope things go smooth and well for you health-wise, etc. Same with you, Russell, and your son. Steve Garcia, I know you're still here. God bless you, brother. Thank you for everything you do, always being supportive, never missing an episode, always making me laugh and cheering me up when I'm feeling discouraged or down. You are a rock. You are an awesome dude. Thank you. Thanks to everybody that's in the room watching right now. Have a great night. Again, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope that you pledge. I hope that you don't hate me for pushing it so much. And I'm going to leave you with what I always leave you. Be legendary and have fun storming the castle.